Lisi with you as we get ready for college football playoff semis tonight and tomorrow, NFL wildcard weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 straight days of enormous football games coming our way. And once you get through these 5 days, I got bad news for you. It's almost over, baby. I mean, it's only a handful of games left once you get through this weekend. So savor the flavor because it's going away fairly soon. Mike Carver here with you, along with the encyclopedia of college football, the one, the only. Go for the 2, Joe Lisi. Hi, Joe.
Encyclopedia has been smashed. I got to take it up to the podium. Terrible picks.
You had a tough go.
Tough go.
And let me tell you, I didn't even send this to you. I put the clip of you, who you were destroying, or you thought that Ohio State was going to destroy Miami, and you had that clip of the speed and this, and you started, you had like a whole 60-second diatribe about how they were going to smash them, and I didn't tell you that I've been trying to get like the stuff on the TikTok now too. Like I've been trying to put some of the clips.
So I got smashed on TikTok.
Oh, let's get some of the as a fun exercise.
Good.
Let's get some of the responses to Joe's clip. Now I'm gonna be fair to you here. I got it too because I put up the clip of me saying Kirby's gonna be prepared, say month off, all that. So we both got it in the last week.
So go ahead. What do they say?
Here we go.
Let's hear all these Miami clowns. Go ahead.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Give me a second.
Good.
Because
Here we go. What a way to start the show.
Come on.
What a way to start that. Hey, I'm not afraid. All
right, here we go. Some comments that Joe got. This guy is a college football genius, huh?
Yeah.
Good call, Spicoli. How did that turn out? Expert and a laughing emoji.
Yeah.
A big picture of what's the Miami U Ducks mascot's name? Giving you the finger. There was one of that. What a effing moron. Tell me you're a Miami hater without saying it.
Right.
Amazing how many times people have no clue how good this team really is.
Right.
We need a I like this one too. By the way, this is my favorite one from some guy named Sid. We need a refund from these experts. Who paid, Sid? Who paid for us to say anything? Who paid?
I tell you what, refund. Anybody that wants to pay for Carver and Lisi, we're all game. We're going to open up negotiations after the college football playoff games.
Our New Year's resolution.
Right.
We're gonna
actually get paid for the show now. Get actually paid for the show. Because
Mario Big Jets getting bigger each week. 2 more to go. VCU Grant says 2 more to go.
I'm pumping it up. What is it? I got the Arnold Schwarzenegger pump-up muscles. I'm pumping it up.
Look, you were obviously I had Miami.
Look, I knew we were dead. I knew we were dead when you and I both picked Alabama and we both picked Georgia.
That was tough. Now, and
that was already in the foxhole. I couldn't back out. Thankfully, I took the over in Georgia, but the props killed me. I had Nate Frazier for 90 yards. The kid checks out at 86. He gets hurt.
Yeah.
Look, I had Oscar Delp for 30 yards.
It was 2-2 for me. Okay, I had Miami and Oregon, and
Oscar
I missed on Alabama.
30 yards. First play of the game, he gets 16. Never gets another shot.
Didn't see the ball again. That was it. Give him the rock. Hey, give him the rock.
Great
give
job.
You don't give him the
rock.
Mike you got to give him the rock. That's how it goes. All in all, though, Joe, really, the games were. The Ole Miss Georgia game was obviously great in the in the second half and the fourth quarter, and it was an exciting game and whatnot. But Miami, it was a snooze fest, the Miami game. They controlled the game. I never thought once Miami got up a couple scores, you didn't get much resistance from Ohio State. After that, Alabama was a complete smash job, and
games have been
Texas Tech didn't. They didn't show up, Joe. They just didn't show up.
The moment was too big for Joey. I don't want to say there's a part of me that's slightly. I didn't get any garb, as someone who backed this program. better than anybody, bigger than anybody.
Right.
I feel like, I'm tired of these wannabe football guys.
Like the gurus.
No, like we're gonna act like half these people out there watch football all the time, and they're just not in it for the moment. Everybody trying to get their 5 minutes of fame. I swept a leg with Charlie Weiss, huh? I swept it. I put him in his place. I got this one cowboy, trying to defend the kid.
You went after him pretty hard.
Well, I mean, I'll go after every coach.
Again,
hard.
you're acting like I agreed with you. Like they act like, it all falls on the laps of the wives. All right, I mean, again,
and the wives don't like the fact that they're Charlie Weiss's wife. With the
$7-figure, when you were dealing with 7-figure salaries here,
and the 5,000 square foot house, and they're hosting, all the part. Come on. Listen, I know the game. All right. So stop. All right. And that's part of these coaches. Grow up, or we'll give you a nice kick in the ass with these coaches. Oh, it's so hard moving my family. Is it? Well, then just stay in Oxford, guy. Then just stay in Oxford. Right. But because you're a pig and a glutton, you took the money and you went. And I'm quite honestly happy you're going to Baton Rouge. But the bottom line is, don't cry like we should feel bad for you. Oh, the kids get over it. Trust me.
Well, you got it.
The kids get over it. The kids get over it. If you were so concerned about the kids, then you would stay in Oxford, right? But obviously, if the parents aren't concerned about the kids, why should we be concerned about the kids? I mean, come on. I got this guy telling me, oh, the trauma of the kids. Well, the parents are moving the kids. You make it sound like the kids are moving by themselves. Give me a break.
It is a little bit too much, but it is, as we said, it's your college football.
My college football. Don't start with me because you're all juiced up today. I know.
And got by the way, and the Washington quarterback, they won't let him leave.
Damon Williams. Not for anything, but Damon. I like Damon Williams. He cost me a little bit of money when he went on the road against Maryland, and he couldn't cover the 5.5. He came out as flat as ice. He needs a kick in the ass too. They didn't win a road game under Jed Fish up until that point, and they allowed Malik Washington. They didn't put it on until the second half. They win it by 4. I needed 5.5. Terrible. You're all gassed up.
I'm ready to go. This is a big weekend.
You're all gassed up. You got your kids on dad fuel. I didn't even know what it is.
Going today, yeah.
He's got testosterone boosters. Look at you, testosterone booster. I'm on nothing right now.
Yeah, but you don't need you'll put these videos out of you at the gym, and you're basically making people look bad in the place.
So that's what it is. That's what
it is. I'm trying to build up to compete with you. That's all that I'm trying to do.
We got a long way.
Believe me, I got a long way to go. You got to tell me that. All right, Joe. We get it. Look at Joe. He wants to give you the whole. Look at him. There you go, Joe. Go ahead. Get involved.
Look at this split screen. Huh? I got a face like a melon. I still have to release some water. I just rolled out of bed. I haven't had any coffee to release all the toxins.
You'll be all right, Joe. You got a long night ahead of you. You got the big Fiesta Bowl here with the U and Ole Miss. I will say, Joe, they got what they wanted from this aspect. They wanted parity in college football. They wanted different matchups. They were tired of the same 3 or 4 teams every year in the 4-team playoff. Well, Joe, they got it. Indiana, Miami, Ole Miss. They've got some different teams in here. I'll start by asking you this. What would be the better story like that you could make a movie about? Indiana, after basically, 70 years of absolutely nothing, this Signetti shows up on campus and within 2 years wins a national championship? Or is it Ole Miss with Lane leaving them in the dust before the playoff, and then they go and win the national championship without him? What's the better story for you out of those two?
I would say it's the Ole Miss one.
I think so too, actually, believe it or not.
Everybody's going to want to say it's Signetti. And this Signetti, let me tell you, he is smug, huh? It would be a great move. He is.
all right.
Let me tell you,
got it all figured out.
He's got it all figured. He is like got that shit-eating grin on his face, huh?
He does.
He's got that. It's like he just ate, shit, and he likes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, baby, I just ate. Yeah, I'm chomping on some turds. Yeah.
He's super confident. I like him a lot. I really do. Man, if he ever wins, Joe, you ain't ever gonna hear the end of it from Signetti. You'll be thumping his chest for a long time.
Let me tell you, a part of me wants him to get there, but I love Oregon in the game.
Okay, let's get there. So you love Oregon in the game. We're gonna get there. Let's do tonight first.
Go ahead.
Ole Miss in Miami, Fiesta Bowl, of course, in Glendale. We know the story. This Golding's gotten a couple.
I hate that these games are
Now, look, we discussed this last week, and I think that they need to probably get the Dan Lanning model going sooner rather than later, which is on two sides of things. They should be playing every Saturday throughout the entire month of December and on campuses, and just have the national championship be a neutral site game that you can move around, Joe. I mean, this is like the tickets are peanuts tonight in Glendale. You're asking a lot for some fans. I was using Oregon as an example yesterday to someone. Like, they played a game in Eugene, obviously against James Madison, went to Miami to play Texas Tech, come home, back to Atlanta to play Indiana. If they win the game, Joe, back to Eugene, then back to Miami again for the Nat. Like, that's a lot of travel. That's a lot of hotels. That's a lot of tickets for fans. And listen, maybe I'm crying. I know one thing: a lot of students won't be there for all those trips. The students can't make a lot of them. That's for sure.
No, and it's all corporate. It's all. Hey, darling, I got the seats at the box to watch Ole Miss Miami. We got Bernie Kosar squaring off against Eli's Manning. Would you like to watch the game? Half these people don't even know who's playing. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, darling, I think we're going to go watch the U play tonight. I got the corporate boxes. Would you like to come with me? Clowns. All of them. Clowns.
Tonight.
Clowns. They're clowns.
Now, Miami's D has been super impressive.
With this D.
This Chambliss has been
lights out.
You could say the best player in the playoffs so far. He's been unbelievable. Miami is 3.5-point favorite tonight. 52.5 is the total in Glendale. Here, the JP Morgan types, Chris says in the chat. JP Morgan types.
Chris, there's a finance guy on Instagram, and he puts out like the stupid finance videos, but he calls it more. What does he call it? He calls it Goldman Stanley. He goes, outside. Hi. I'm talking about Goldman Stanley.
Goldman Stanley.
They're all clowns. They get a little money under their belt. They act like assholes.
Ooh, Joe dropping. Joe coming in bomb after bomb today. Joe's just coming in hot.
All right,
should Miami be 3.5-point favorite tonight against Ole Miss?
Well, you would think. I mean, just because of Miami knocking off Ohio State and how the defense shut them down.
2 dead unders. Texas A&M and Ohio State, 2 dead unders.
I'll say this: if Miami can run the football, they win the game. But to me, if Ole Miss jumps up early, could be lights out. And just because I don't have any confidence in Carson Beck and that passing attack from playing from behind. I just don't.
They really haven't done much.
103 and 135 yards through the air in back-to-back games. Battling a cold. And I'm still fighting through. Just call me the ultimate warrior, huh? I'm the warrior. Should I put the things around my arms like the ultimate warrior?
Oh, like the bands, like you had like those things around with the
tassels?
Yeah, you should. You should do that.
Maybe I should do the show tonight, but like the bands around my arms. No?
I mean, I think that you could do that. I mean, might as well at this point.
Comanche Joe.
Comanche. That was on the other night, Joe. It was on.
That's what coaching is. That's what coaching is.
I flipped by it right before the game in Dallas. So it was right before the speech, right before all that, and that's obviously at that point you got to lock in and you stay with it. And I had to stay with it all the way through the end. I watched it till the end of the movie. Comanche, this is coaching. The end press conference where he steals Beeman out and go coach the expansion team in New Mexico, which would never happen. By the way, I'm taking the job in New Mexico, and I've already signed your quarterback. Like, they had no idea he was. That never happens. But again, it's a movie, so we go with it. But there was a lot of things in that movie.
And he was fooling around with the prostitute too, Tony, right?
That was the girl from Saved by the Bell, Jesse from Saved by the Bell. Was in that
Berkeley?
Elizabeth Berkeley. Jesse from Saved by the Bell was I guess I wouldn't even say his love interest, just the prostitute that showed up and hung out with him a little bit. Tony, I've pissed away all my money. Anyone who's ever loved me hates me now. I've turned away everyone who's ever loved me. But he's got football, Joe. He's got football.
And he's got hookers. What more?
You know what, Joe? Maybe we should do it. This is what will get us paid. We should do a sports movie review every week. Every week we just spend like an hour talking about a different sports movie. That'll get everyone all gassed up.
You want to do that?
Little off season. Instead of
Carver
no football
movie reviews.
We do 1 week, any given Sunday. Necessary Roughness. You get them all in there. Varsity Blues. Little Giants. We'll get you through all the sports movies as we go through and through and through. We'll get you everything.
Well, let's do that. I'll do that. You want to do that?
I don't know. We have to see if there's a market for that.
We'd have to
gauge interest from the public.
Would we get some money from Fandango?
Absolutely want.
Is Fandango still there?
It would be us doing that every single week without
just
the football.
Chris
is in. Chris says he's in for us.
Why don't you just tell me the name of the music?
Why don't you just tell me what movie you want to see? Why don't you just tell me what theater you want to go to? Is it Kramer?
That was hysterical. That was hysterical. Why don't
and he goes, yeah.
That was.
Walt says we should do all the Airbuds. Yeah, we got all the Airbuds. They made a lot of those. All the
Did
Airbuds.
They?
Yeah, they did.
Oh God, that's too funny. We're too funny to be not paid.
I agree.
We really are.
What's your pick tonight? Miami and Ole Miss, 3.5, 52.5.
I'm gonna go with Ole Miss.
You're gonna go with Ole Miss, huh?
I'm gonna ride with Hot Toddy. I'm gonna ride with the better quarterback. I hope he's not too cocky. I hope he didn't burn out after the other game, and Miami's just like focused. But I worry about outside of Malachi Tony, they have nobody. CJ Daniels, they got three cats that could fly. Stribling, Caden Lee, they got Harrison Wallace, Trey Wallace, they got everybody. Invincible, I love Invincible, Paul.
Invincible, another good one. Get Invincible in there.
Invincible, his wife leaves him now, right? And then he meets what was her face?
I forget the actress, but it's the Giant fan, right? What's her face? The blonde one. I forget her name. And I'm not good with names. With anyone who's been a more recent actor in the last 15 years, I probably couldn't tell you. If they're not from the 80s and 90s, Joe, it's not really off of my radar.
She was good looking too, though. She was in Knocked Up. What? Not Knocked Up.
She wasn't in Knocked Up. That was Katherine Heigl.
Yeah.
This is different.
I know who.
Different one you're talking about. All right. So you're on Ole Miss plus 3.5.
Yeah, and the over. What's up, Robbie? What's up, Robbie?
So you're making two. So we're picking the side and the total then here, I guess is what we're doing. So I'm going to take Miami. I'm going to go against you here. I'm buying in, and it's a sucker play for me, Joe. Maybe I'm buying in, but I'm buying into what the D has done in the first two games.
Right.
And I'm buying in that the D could shut this Chambliss down a little bit. I agree with you on one thing. I have no confidence in Carson Beck. If Miami gets down 10, 14, 17 points in this game, I think that's going to be a major problem. But I think that Miami's going to be able to run the football, and I think that their defense is going to be able to play the way that they did in these first 2 college football playoff games, I am taking the U, baby. You want to know what it is, Joe? It's all about the U tonight
They're going to
in
smash
Glendale.
them.
And then they get to play the
smash
national
job.
championship at home in Miami. Remember that too, Joe. They get to play in Miami for the national championship game. Big home game for them down there. I'm telling you, the Twins cursed this Carson Beck. He found some other. He's got another girl now.
Does he?
I believe that she's in the adult entertainment industry.
No, that's not the girl.
That's not a true story.
No, I mean that's his girl.
Joe, again, everything that comes across now on Instagram or Twitter or any of these things, only like 35% of it is actually true.
I'll tell you this.
So I don't know.
I'll tell you this. The kid better hope he performs well.
Okay.
Because he is one ugly mofo. I'll tell you that. Like, he better hope that he gets picked up by a team.
What do you think?
Because he ain't
what round is he going to be drafted in?
6th.
Will he get drafted at all? Can you believe this Ty Simpson's going to go into the NFL draft?
Please, come on.
I know it's a bad year for quarterbacks.
It's horrible.
Can you believe that this Ty Simpson's going in the draft?
No.
What is he? Who's giving him advice? And I'm not saying he's a bad player. What I'm saying is he could still work. He could still work more at the college level and still get paid. Like, why is he going in the NFL draft to get taken in the 4th or 5th round and not play?
Maybe he doesn't like the board. Maybe he doesn't like the board.
So, Joe, that's a very easy problem now in college. You just leave and go somewhere else. I mean, that's what they all do.
Everybody's a hero.
This Cignetti's already paying another kid. What's he taking? The TCU quarterback? He's going to be in Indiana next year?
Yeah, Josh Hoover.
You like that movie? He hit with Mendoza. He hit with the kid before that, Rourke. He's 2 for 2.
Now he's got Hoover coming.
This Hoover. You think he'll do good with Cignetti? I mean, Cignetti's
Carson Beck looks like he stuck his finger in a socket, and
I thought that was Pete Golding. Pete Golding's the guy who looks like
him too. But I mean, Carson Beck looks. He is one ugly mofo.
You notice I changed the graphics today too. It's
a
football show. It's a football show.
It's a football show.
It is a football show.
I mean, he is
a football show.
Thankfully, he's got talent because
thankfully he's got talent.
Well, I'm just saying though. I mean.
No, I know.
It's not like you're signing that guy up for hey, can you model for me? Model. He looks like alien life. He does a little bit, doesn't he? He looks. What is that? What is that in New Mexico? Area 51.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's where he looks like he came walking out of.
Like the guy in Independence Day, the doctor, Dr. Oken. Remember when they show up in Independence Day to Area 51, and the doctor's got the hair out to here because he's been in the bunker for 40 years.
Area 51.
You don't remember that part in Independence Day?
No.
Oh, come on. They show up at the bunker in Area 51 after all the big alien crafts are over all the cities, and then they go there, and the doctor that's been in the thing, his hair's out to here, and he's got.
I don't remember Independence
sideways.
Day that well.
You got to go back and rewatch Independence Day just for the Bill Pullman speech.
Bruce Willis was in that, right?
No, he wasn't. That was Armageddon.
Oh, that's right, Armageddon. Independence Day was the guy, the president.
That's Bill Pullman, Will Smith,
right?
Jeff Goldblum,
right?
Well, that's Independence Day. Maybe we shouldn't do a movie show with Joe. I don't know, because that's not a sports movie, so won't get on Joe's.
That's not right.
It's a pretty known movie, Independence Day.
Goodfellas. What else?
Saw the Italian movie. Goodfellas, Casino. What's the newer one that he did? Scorsese with Pacino and them. The one that was on Netflix. What's that one?
Oh, the Last Irishman.
The Irishman. That's the Irishman. Was it? Yeah, Cousin Eddie was in it too. Rob, he was in Independence Day.
Real tomato ketchup, Eddie. Real tomato ketchup.
All right, we're off track. So I like Miami in the under. You like Ole Miss in the over for tonight.
Yes.
Tomorrow night, Atlanta, Peach Bowl, Indiana and Oregon. couple Big Ten teams. Of course, Indiana went to Eugene earlier this season, lost to the Ducks. That was the only loss for Oregon this year. This Lanning, of course, look, I like him, Joe. I like the things he says, but I will say in the Texas Tech game, he was a bit of a maniac in that game with going for it. And
so what?
He was very super aggressive. Maybe it's just that he knew that Texas Tech was awful that day and wasn't going to score any points. But
he took the fight to Joey McGuire.
He's now okay. He took the fight to Joey. Is he going to take the fight to Kurt Signetti tomorrow night?
Look, he got knocked down. This could be like Rocky 2, right? He lost the first one. I think Lanning is going to be all juiced up. He's going to have that face.
He does get a little out of control.
He's. I tell you what, I like him. He's all fired up. He might throw a chair in the locker room. Think with your helmet. Think with your helmet. Remember when he went up against Dion?
He's pretty crazy.
Think with your helmet. I think they get going. Whatever happened to Jeff Goldblum? The guy's
in those commercials, isn't he?
He's got 16 loaves under each arm, Paul. You're worried about Jeff Goldblum.
He's got more than that under his arm.
The Fly. He's the Fly.
Yeah, but that movie's also 40 years old, The Fly. What has he done recently? He's in those commercials. I forget what
he has been now. He's like it's like where's Brad Pitt lately? Where's Brad Pitt?
Again, but the guy's got a lot of. He did the F1 movie, Brad Pitt. Did he just make that F1 movie?
I forgot. Did he?
Yeah. Come on. Chris, I'm out on Goldblum. Yeah, I'm out on
Goldblum is one ugly mofo too.
I'm out on Goldblum.
If it wasn't for his acting skills, he wasn't getting by on looks.
Now, wasn't this 4 the other day? It's 3.5 now, Oregon. 3.5.
I like Oregon.
49.5. 48.5 is the total. You like Oregon outright, straight up.
Yeah. He's all zooted up, baby. He's all zooted up.
Like he's all zooted up.
He's all zooted up. That's Dan Lanning, baby.
Gino in the house. Straight up, huh? You know, Joe, I think Signetti was really good to me all year, and then I went after him last week. I don't know if I can go after him again. Right. I can't bet against this Signetti right now. I don't know if I can either, Gino. They look like they're the best team. Do you think that's an indication of Alabama?
Yes.
Because let's remember one thing here. Everyone put them on the pedestal after beating Ohio State. Well, Miami beat Ohio State too. So maybe Ohio State wasn't as good as everyone thought with that dopey schedule that they played this year. And they crushed an Alabama team that everyone said shouldn't have even been in the playoff. So are we getting overblown with Indiana because of who they've beaten, Ohio State and Alabama? Or did they not beat great competition? I'm with Chris here. I think that they are a little bit of a team of destiny right now, this Hoosier team and this Signetti. I think they're going to
going with Oregon. I like Oregon in the matchup. I like the under as well.
You know what wouldn't be a bad final either? I'm trying to think about what would be the best national championship game. The Big Chest Bowl against his old team, Oregon and Miami, would be, come on. The Big Chest Bowl.
Miami and Oregon?
Big Chest. Mario Big Chest.
Lanning would smash him.
Well, in a battle of wits, he certainly would. I would certainly take him in a spelling bee or something like that. I would absolutely take Dan Lanning in a spot like that, but
you're crazy. Spelling
in a coaching
Mario spell simple Biger.
I would like to see Oregon win. I have a future on Oregon that's attached to a few other things.
Oh, look at you.
But I think Indiana's going to win.
Gino likes Indiana and Ole Miss. Not bad. Go with the better quarterback in each game. Not a bad.
You believe this Mendoza either? I've had a little bit of too much of him, too.
I'll tell you this.
You hear him yesterday? I don't listen to hype up music. I sit in the locker room and pray before the game. Whatever, God bless him. If that's what he does. You want him being your NFL franchise, Joe? Is that what you're in for? Does he seem like a leader of men to you? with the #1 overall pick in the draft.
He has done a really good job.
Joe's pumping him up.
But I don't think he's a great quarterback.
Pumping him up. Joe says, what? Vegas Mendoza. Let's go.
He'll be like every other Vegas quarterback that goes there.
Mendoza is a low-key clown.
He's a nerd.
He is a nerd. I like also the people that say that Cignetti, the Raiders should go get Cignetti to go with Mendoza to Vegas. Cignetti.
You think Cignetti would take that job?
No. I think Cignetti especially if he wins this thing, he's built a lifetime of legacy there, and they're going to pay him $1 billion over the night. Like he's got no reason to leave. Joe, if he wins the national championship with Indiana, you talk about lifetime job security. He would never be fired from that job ever for the rest of his life. He could go back to Indiana being 6-6, 7-5, 4-7. They won't fire him. He brought them the only national championship they'll probably ever win. He'll have that job for life.
Yes.
If he wins it.
Yes. I think it's great. Job security. Hey, the guy's wearing Depends. He's 96 years old. Rip him out. I could still do it, Coach.
Look, what I'm saying is, and now look, I'm not comparing this. I'm just using this as an example. Obviously, things ended the way that they should have with what was going on at Penn State. But what my example would be, like, you know how Joe obviously was the Penn State coach for life until that happened, until a scandal happened. Joe had done so much at Penn State, they would never get rid of him.
He would be there for life.
He could be there as long as he wanted to be there.
Absolutely.
As long if by winning at Indiana. So
absolutely, Carver. He would be there because, I mean, think about it. Mediocrity, basketball school, pinnacle of college football in 2 years.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 1,000%. So I'm going with, what do you think of that total? 48.5?
I think under.
You think under because you like Oregon. You think Oregon's going to hold them down?
No, last time they played, it was 30-20. It was right there. I mean, do you
know what? I'm taking the over. So you're Oregon plus the 3.5.
Yeah.
And the under 49.5 or whatever it is right now.
What is it at? I love Oregon. I love Oregon.
So Oregon's your favorite play out of all of it.
Yep.
Oregon plus 3.5 and under 48.5.
Correct.
For Joe. I don't know why I'm even keeping the books now. I haven't gone back and tallied up the books for the whole bowl season. But I'm keeping
with the tally.
When it's all over, I'll go back and tally everything up. I'm taking Indiana, but the play I like the most is the over 48.5. I think we'll get points in this game.
All right, Guru. All right, hero.
I think Lanning will get, because I don't trust Oregon's defense to stop anybody. I don't think they're that great.
Right.
I think that Texas Tech handed them stops last week. So I think that you could score on them, and I think that Dante Moore, as much as I'm not the biggest fan of him, I think that he'll be able to put points on the board. So I'm going over 48.5 as my favorite play, Joe, in the Indiana and Oregon game. Up and away for me.
That must be the dad fuel talking.
The dad fuel? We'll get the dad fuel in?
Kids on dad fuel. I want you tested before each show with the picks.
Okay.
I'm just saying, because now you're taking performance enhancing drugs before we do the picks, and I have to catch up.
Now, you say Ole Miss versus Oregon, right?
Yep.
The hypothetical line for that is Oregon minus 3.5, 53.5.
That's about right.
I say Miami, Indiana, I guess, is where I would have to be, and that would be Indiana minus 5.5.
Oof.
44.5 too.
What is Indiana, Ole Miss?
Indiana 7.5 against Ole Miss.
Interesting.
And Oregon minus 2.5 against Miami.
So they're putting the Big Ten ahead of everybody.
Yeah. No matter what, Big Ten favorite. Whoever wins the Oregon-Indiana game is favored over whoever wins the other game. No matter what. I get that. I don't have an issue with that. That's all fine and good. All right, so college football playoffs here over the next couple of nights before we get to the national championship, and then it's over for Joe. As we get to the game, get to the end.
Take it for 1 second.
What? Are you okay? All right, you got a problem. Joe's got an issue there. All right, so now Joe's still got the LSU background going as well. Joe just woke up. He's not feeling well. He's got a lot of things to do today. Lots of things. Now NFL time. Wild card weekend, which I actually found out this morning, they no longer call it Super Wild Card Weekend. I guess they wanted to get away from that. It is Super Wild Card Weekend. They're playing 6 games over 3 days, including the great Monday night game that they'll have in Pittsburgh. If you want to call it great, with the Texans and the Steelers. But really quick, before I even get to the 6 games, and me and Joe will pick each of the 6 games.
I'm back.
Before we pick the 6 NFL games, Joe, for this weekend. Yeah. No longer Super Wild Card Weekend. I found out this morning the NFL doesn't call it that anymore. They just went back to calling it Wild Card.
They're clowns.
Before we get there, I said this yesterday, Joe, and I want your thoughts on it. I don't care if you're a Giant fan, if you're the New York Giants, if you're whatever. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care what you have to give him. You have to go get Harbaugh and make him the coach. They have hired. They have to stop hiring brand new guys who have never been a head coach in their life. They've swung and missed on a bunch of those guys. This is a guy who's won a Super Bowl, pedigree,
pedigree.
New York Giant football, back to respectability, all that stuff. And if he walks in, Joe, and he says, I don't want that guy being the GM, then they get rid of Shane and they let him go get his own GM. You do whatever it takes to get Harbaugh in the building.
I agree. I know I did say he had that dumb-looking face.
Yeah, I know.
But he does. He has that when things don't go right here. But for the Giants, that would be their best bet.
Yes.
If you can't get Harbaugh, for just say, the only other option I would take, I think I would take Kingsbury. I would. I don't know about.
Well, at least he's been a head coach before. I think that it's.
I think you take Kingsbury to develop Dart. That would be the only way, and he runs a similar offense.
He's kind of a rockhead as a head coach, too.
I know, but the problem is, knowing what he did with Jaden Daniels in that year, you could have the similar type of thing with Jackson Dart.
Hey, how about this? Now, I don't think this will work out, or I don't know if he would like to do this. What about Harbaugh with Kingsbury as the offensive coordinator?
I mean, that's not bad. That would be great, but I don't think Kingsbury would do that. I think the Titans would offer Kingsbury before.
Can you believe how many teams are interviewing Matt Nagy to be a head coach?
These coaches are absolutely ridiculous.
Matt Nagy was a lukewarm to bad head coach as the Chicago Bears. And then he went to Kansas City, Joe, and he was the offensive coordinator this year of the worst Kansas City offense in the last 10 years. Now, here's one thing that you maybe shouldn't put the bad credit on him. If we didn't give Bieniemy all the credit when they were good and we gave it to Andy Reid, then we should be giving the bad year to Andy Reid as well, and not the bad stuff to Matt Nagy. So, but I don't care what it is. Matt Nagy shouldn't be a head coach again in the NFL.
No,
he shouldn't.
No, they're terrible. No, Matt Nagy's an absolute clown. Seriously.
I enjoy the Giants being incompetent too, Gino. But I'm just saying, if you were a Giant fan, that would be. Of course, and I'm not a Giant fan. I don't root for the Giants.
Philly's still the best team in the NFL.
So as we start Wild Card Weekend, you are still on that. As we start the playoffs here, you think Eagles are coming out of the NFC. That's your pick. Now that you know the road that they would have to take, you know all of it. It's Eagles for you. I got to say, I cannot remember, Joe, being so torn on both sides. I have no idea who's going to the Super Bowl on either side.
All right.
I know who I want. I obviously want Buffalo in the AFC. I want them to be the team, but I could make a case for 6 out of the 7 teams in the AFC. Actually, maybe 5 out of 7. And in the NFC, probably 6 out of the 7 teams, I could make a case that they can get to the Super Bowl. So I just don't know. Could the Eagles get there? Yeah, absolutely. Could the Eagles lose Sunday to the Niners? Yeah, I think they could. I really think Joe always defends the Eagles, unlike all the gurus on TV. Joe defends the Eagles.
I do. I know good football. I know football. That's it. The bottom line is, listen, defending national Super Bowl champs. Look, call me crazy. Until you knock off the Kings on the street, I'm believing in Jalen Hurts. I believe in Jalen Hurts, Sasquatch Barkley, and that defense in a big spot. Their road isn't that hard. They beat San Francisco. They get the winner of Green Bay, Chicago. Now Chicago
if Green Bay wins, Green Bay would play Seattle because they're the bottom seed. So that they would play them. But then they would play the winner of Rams, Carolina, and they would get the Rams in their place, if they won that game. So they wouldn't have to go on the road the second week if the Bears lost. But I think even if they had to go to Chicago, Joe, in the division round, I know they lost to them at home on Black Friday, and the Bears ran all over them that day. I still think the Eagles win that game.
Me too.
I really do. And everyone seems to be so bought in on Seattle, and I understand it. But I don't know. Something's just off to me. Like the defense, I think, is Super Bowl caliber. But I still just can't wrap my head around Sam Darnold winning these two games and getting to the Super Bowl. I just can't. I can't wrap my head around it, Joe. Like I just feel like the other shoe will drop with him at some point. Like he looked awful in that game last year.
I know.
The Vikings went on the road to. Didn't the Vikings go to the Rams? I guess in the first round last year. And
no, they went to that neutral field. Remember?
Oh, because of the
Flyers.
But wherever they played, he looked awful against the Rams in that game. Awful against the Rams. I forgot that, Joe. Good job by you. They didn't play that game in Los Angeles last year. They played it in Glendale. I can't get there, Joe.
All right.
Just can't.
So don't get there. Let's go with the picks.
Wow, Joe wants to move it along here. All right, Saturday, 4:30, Rams in Carolina. Of course, Carolina beat the Rams this season.
Same spread.
Rams minus 10.5, 46.5 is the total.
Taking Carolina.
Carolina
and the over.
You and everybody else. But no, not you and Now, I saw some stat yesterday. And you're going to start to hear this, Joe. People are going to, because we're going to get closer to Saturday and people are going to pound the drum a little bit more on this. This is the last 7 or 8 double-digit underdogs at home or something in the playoffs have all covered. Like they all cut. Like every year when you get one of these under 500 teams that host the game and they get a big spread at home, they all seem to cover the game.
Okay.
I think over 10, you got to take the Panthers. I really do, because not. So you're taking the Rams. You're saying?
No, I'm taking the Panthers. Gino's taking the Panthers. You're taking.
This is what I mean. Everybody's taking it. I feel like because of this. It's a lot of points for a playoff game. It's a ton of points.
Okay.
Now, and the other part is, I don't have a lot of confidence in the way the Rams have played defense the last few weeks. Do you have confidence? I don't have a lot of confidence in that.
No. So there you go. Then now you couple that with everything else, and that's what you're left with.
And the eye test. The trends and the eye test. Now, Bryce Young could easily throw 3 or 4 picks and blow this game up fairly quickly, because I think Bryce Young stinks.
Right.
So
he's not good.
He's not good. But they need to, Joe, somebody needs to get Canales and just sit him down and just tell him, just run this Dowdle. Run this Dowdle into them. I would try to throw as little as possible. With Bryce Young, I would try to throw as little as possible. He stinks. He really does. He's not good.
No.
So
we're
both on Carolina.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Checker on a checker. Joe loves when that happens. Checker on a checker. Let me open up the sheet
start.
Here. Wild card round. Here we go. All right, so Carolina for me, Carolina for Joe. Carolina plus 10.5. Any thoughts on the total?
I think over.
Think over? Yeah, probably. I think it's over for me as well. The night game, Packers and Bears. Packers now minus 1.5. It's kind of flipped a little back and forth.
Snowball.
Is there snow in the forecast for Saturday night in Chicago? 45. So if you're telling me that 45.5 is the total, but snow, as we always talk about, is not a determination of an over/under. Wind is the determination of if a game's going to go over or under. I don't know what the wind is for the snow game that you're talking about on Saturday night. They've played. I saw they've played twice this year. The Bears have not led in regulation any second in the 2 games with the Packers, yet they're 1-1 against them because they obviously got that late onside kick, tied the game, went to overtime, and beat them there. Haven't had a lead for 1 second in regulation against Green Bay over 2 games.
I'm going to take Street Ball Williams. Street Ball Williams.
I like the Bears.
Ah, come on.
It's double family plays here on Saturday. Carolina and the Bears. Double family plays.
0 for 2.
I don't think so. We're not going to lose them both. I don't think the Packers are very good. Like, Joe, what would they go? 8? What did they go? 8, 9, 7-1 or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, were they? You impressed at all this year by the Packers?
No.
Ever?
No, not at all.
I don't understand. I know Jordan Love takes a lot, and I've said something. Jordan Love's a decent quarterback. I just don't. This actually could be, you know how they've been talking about a mystery team for Harbaugh and all that reached out? Like, I could see the Packers chopping LaFleur if they lose this game Saturday night. I could see it. Snow, rain, and wind, 25 miles per hour. 25 miles per hour wind.
Street Ball Williams.
I'm on the Bears, and I'm on the under.
All right.
Bears in the under. I kind of agree, but why are the Packers favored? Because the books love the Packers. The power rank, everyone, all these gurus' power rankings love the Packers. They love them.
Power rank.
Where are they in your power rankings this week, Joe? Where do you got them in the power rankings?
Morons. That's
Sunday at 1.
Morons.
Bills in Jacksonville against Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen and the crew. Another road favorite. Bills minus 1.5 and 51.5 the total.
I'm gonna shock you. I like the Jags.
It doesn't shock me. Everybody likes the Jags. I can't find anyone who's picking the Bills this week. So everyone's on the Jags. So, I mean, we call you Joe Poe for a reason. So Joe Poe, Joe Public, coming up here on Sunday with Trevor Lawrence, Liam Cohen, and all of that playoff experience on the Jacksonville Jaguars against the most playoff experienced team in the tree. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You could smirk and shake your head all you want. Facts are facts. But, I mean, it seems like it's kind of a done deal already that the Jaguars have won this game. I will tell you a note that I saw yesterday. The Jaguars since 2020 are 0-16 straight up in any game they play where the total's 49 or higher. 0-16 straight up when the total is 49 or more. Total's 51.5. I think the total's way too high. I don't think that this game is 38-35, although it's a Bill game, so I guess it has the possibilities of being there because their defense is pathetic and they have the best quarterback in the league. So I guess it's possible that kind of a game could break out, but I actually think, Joe, that might be the Bills' best path to winning. Don't you think a 38-35 game is where Josh Allen will thrive the most in a game?
You got me thinking. No,
you're on the Jags. You and everyone else. This is a done. Why are the Jags dogs? The Jags dogs.
No. You know what? Now you got me thinking. Cold weather, Jags going there. I'm changing my pick.
Jags? What do you mean? The game's in Jacksonville.
It's colder though. It's cold weather.
The game's in Jacksonville. It's going to be like 55, 60 degrees.
Yeah, it's cold for Jacksonville.
Joe, you can't get out of it. You're on the Jags.
This was the game when Tyrod Taylor started the playoff game.
The last
4 years ago.
The Bills were here. Well, that was it was not.
They covered and lost.
In 18, they came here. That was when they broke the drought against that, and that was the Jacksonville team.
Why didn't Josh Allen play in that game?
He wasn't on the team yet. That was before they
drafted. Was that long
Josh
ago?
Allen. Yes, that was before. That was.
I was in Tampa when that game. That was what? How long ago?
That was the the 17 season because they drafted Allen in the 18 draft. They drafted him after that game. They traded up to get Allen. And then they were bad the next year, and then they've made the playoffs every year since. So that was right before.
The last time these teams played last year was in Buffalo, and they smashed them.
That was a Monday night game. The Bills destroyed them, beat them like 42-7.
No, I'll stick with the Jags.
Like well, no, you already said it. You can't flip flop. I mean, you're on the Jags. That's it. You and
Jags
everybody.
And the under.
You and look at, I love it. 70% of the money on Jacksonville, 75% of the bets on Jacksonville. Everybody's on Jacksonville. Why play the game? Honestly, why play the game? And I'll tell you what else, Joe. I don't need anymore. This dopey narrative, and that because there's no Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson, and no Joe Burrow in the AFC playoffs this year, that Josh Allen is a complete loser if he doesn't go to the Super Bowl this year. Well, you know what, Joe? Josh Allen doesn't play defense. He's not the head coach and makes dopey decisions like Sean McDermott does. This guy puts his cape on every single year and almost gets the Bills to the Super Bowl. And there are other guys on the team. Can you name any of the games over the last few years that the Bills lost to the Chiefs that you said, man, Allen sucked in that game? They lost that game because of Allen. Can you name any of them, Joe? Oh, I know what you can name. You can name the coach making awful decisions in the 13-second game. You can name the defense not stopping a nosebleed in the game in Buffalo the year after that. But I love this narrative that, well, these guys aren't in, so Allen has to get to the Super Bowl this year. Does it help him?
No, he has to. He has to.
That's a dopey narrative. Yeah, look,
well, why is it a dopey narrative?
All right, I'll say this. Yes, but to say that he's never going to win if he doesn't win this year.
You're right. He's stupid. Not. He's
stupidity.
Not. No.
It's stupid.
It's right. You know why? Because the window of opportunity is slowly closing on big bad Josh Allen. He's got other responsibilities now. You know why? He's got a kid. I mean, he's got his kid. He's got,
Not yet.
His kid is on the way. I mean, he's got a coach that tells him to eat fruit. I mean, come on. As he drinks his dad fuel. You're all shits and giggles over there because you've actually put something in your belly.
All right, so here we go. Joe's upset. He's grumbly because he didn't eat. Niners getting 4.5 in Philly against the Eagles. 44.5 the total.
I'll give you 6.5. They're going to get smashed.
Smash play.
Smashed.
I agree with you. I think the Eagles are going to win.
Come on. Every play.
We're not the same on Bills Jags. We're on opposite sides in that game.
Eagles smashed them. Look ahead.
Chargers getting 3.5 in Foxborough against the Patriots Sunday night. I really like this under, Joe, 46.5.
I'm gonna take Chargers. Herbert gets his first win. Little more experience. I like Harbaugh over Vrabel. Give me the Chargers.
I don't know if I could pick the Chargers to win or cover but I think that Harbaugh is going to put this game in the grinder, or try to at least. And under 46.5 is what I like the most in that Patriot-Charger game Sunday night. Steelers and Texans on Monday night. This was 3.5. It's down to 3 now. And 39.5, low total of the weekend.
I'm taking the Steelers.
Really?
Yeah. I don't believe DeMeco Ryans is going into this game thinking he's got to score 24 points. And this is going to be the game where the Texans get exposed. Why win games 40-20 when you could lose them 21-17? That's why. Because DeMeco Ryans plays games too close to the vest. He's a complete moron.
I will say.
He scores on the first drive of almost every game and pulls back the reins after that. He's a complete hump when he does that. He is. He's a complete moron.
I will tell you, there's two things that stick out to me in this game that make me want to take the Steelers. First of all, there's a major coaching edge to Tomlin. I don't think DeMeco Ryans is a good head coach. I'll say that. I don't think he's a good in-game decision-making head coach.
Right.
I think he's very bad at it. I think Tomlin's got a major edge on him in that. And the Texan defense, which is what got them here. And look, we're talking bad about a team. What have they won, Joe? 10, 11 games in a row, the Texans at this point? Like, they're coming in on this major heater. The defense is the thing that started to drive the train for that winning streak. But you look the last couple of weeks, and I don't know if they were just laid back or whatnot, but, I mean, they got ripped up by Riley Leonard last week. And I know that they took some guys out in the second half, but he got ripped up by Riley Leonard in the first half last week. The week before, they gave up tons of yards and points. I don't know, Joe. And the Texans are 0-6 on the road all time in the playoffs. The only time they ever win games in the wild card weekend is when they're at home. All these losses came in the divisional round. Last year they lost at Kansas City. They lost at Baltimore, Kansas City, New England. Old man Aaron, one more time around. Very motivated DK Metcalf, who almost screwed him, not missing those last 2 games. I'd prefer 3.5, Joe. But you think they're going to win outright.
I do.
Outright for the Steelers.
Outright. Better head coach, better quarterback right now.
Okay. Outright.
I love CJ Stroud, but they don't let the kid cook.
They don't let the kid cook. They don't let the kid
You know what I'm watching? The Music City Miracle, the final play.
Yeah, that's that. The Music City screw job is what that is. It was
right on the line.
No, it wasn't. That is the most egregious forward pass in NFL history. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous that they let that. And that was when they first started using replay again, and they still couldn't get it right. The guy throws the ball 2 yards behind where the guy caught it. That's a forward pass.
I'm looking at it right now.
One of the worst officiating calls in NFL history. The Music City screw job.
Carver, I'm looking right at it.
You can look at whatever you want. Wycheck, Dyson. You can look at whatever you want.
Who was the quarterback of the Bills? J.P. Losman?
Well, that was the year. J.P. Losman. You're too much. That was the year that Flutie played all year.
Yeah, but they had 11. Rob Johnson?
For some reason.
Was it Rob Johnson?
For some reason, he decided to, when Johnson got healthy, he decided to put Johnson back in for the playoff game against Tennessee, even though Flutie did all the heavy lifting that year and got them into the playoffs. And they started Rob Johnson in that game. Paul brings up another good point. The Steelers haven't lost a Monday night game since the 80s. I'm not kidding you. I'm not even lying to you there. They haven't lost a Monday night game in like 30, 40 years at home. So you want to factor that in too, Joe? A little voodoo on that side? You might be able to get me in on the Steelers with you on Monday night.
All right.
Might be able to get me in.
I'm buying in. Big bad Aaron.
So there you go. Wild card weekend. Broncos and Seahawks, of course. Look at this. Gino knew Frank Wycheck personally. He was from my neighborhood. And he told me he thought they were going to overturn it. That's because it was a forward pass. Even the guy who threw the forward pass thought that they were going to overturn it.
I didn't know he died.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
We went to the same high school.
He went to Boston College, Wycheck.
Well, even he knew it was a forward pass because the ball landed 2 yards ahead of where he threw it. One of the worst calls in NFL history. Music City Miracle, my ass.
He died 2 years ago. Look at that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All right, Joe. Enjoy Super Wild Card weekend.
Let's come back next week and do it.
Well, we try to get together once. Well, we have the divisional and the national championship game next week that we have.
At least I won't be sick.
How about we'll do it at night? We'll let you get you going a little bit. Get a little rest in, get a gym workout in. We'll get you all going, and then you're not as good in the morning. You're not as ready. You need a little something in your belly. You need a gym workout.
If I rolled out of bed.
Okay,
I'm sick.
That's all right.
Okay, I'm sick.
I got a full schedule the rest of the day. I couldn't do it later on.
If this was my regular job, I'd be a lot more.
Well, I would too. I'd get up 2 hours earlier. Get us anybody. Remember, whoever wants to sponsor.
I'm getting crap because I'm free. I went to Maryland because I'm banged up.
Joe, all the love.
Great
job. I love you too.
All right, let me eat something.
Go have something to eat. Thanks everybody for checking in. Carver and Lisi, it's a football show. Enjoy the semis.
Not
and
that
the
good in the morning. You're crazy.
Wild card weekend. We'll be back next week for the divisional round and the national championship in college football. And we'll see if any. The encyclopedia must be sick if you got one wrong. Look at that. Yeah, you didn't. That's a very good point by Gino. Usually you, with the way the guys went to college 100 years ago, you're usually very good with that. So that you really aren't feeling well.